Alright, so I'm actually waiting on my new PCM to arrive for the LJ. It's coming from Wrangler Fix. In the meantime, I'm going to install my body lift. This is the kit from Daystar. You know, I like the Daystar kit because it actually replaces the rubber bushings with polyurethane bushings. They don't just give you, you know, like a aluminum spacer or whatever to stack on top of your bushings. So it should be very similar to the YJ. Hardware looks almost identical. There's a couple things that are a little bit different, mainly the grill supports. I also have these. These are 1-inch raised motor mounts from Brown Dog Offroad. There we go. So these are the rubber ones. They offer polyurethane ones, but I went with rubber since this Jeep is going to be more, at the moment, this Jeep is more focused on, you know, like dual purpose, on the road comfort with capable off-road. It's not like some hardcore rig or anything like that. So wanted to stick with the rubber and stick with the factory rubber transmission mount. So these look really nice. On my YJ I used more 1-inch mounts, but these are, I decided to use Brown Dog this time just to try something different. Ultra Flex rubber. I like the American flag though, it's cool. So the body lift kit comes with the hardware to mount the radiator shroud lower if you don't raise your motor mounts up. Since I'm raising the motor mounts up, I don't have to do that. And it also comes with the hardware to lower the transfer case bracket. I'm not going to do that either, since I'm going to be putting a belly up skid pan on this LJ, and I've already got the new skid plate, so I'm not going to worry about trying to lower the bracket or anything. It should fit, or it should sit about where the stock position is with the skid plate raised up. So, all right, we'll get started. All right, first thing is I'm going to loosen the radiator shroud just so I don't break it when I start lifting the body up. Oh, there we go. Well, clearly this radiator shroud has been off before and somebody didn't feel like putting that bottom bolt back in. Body bolts are all 16 millimeter. Alright, I got all the bolts out on this side, the front is out, and I've got all the ones on the other side loose so that I can jack this up. The inserts for the body bolts are so rusted they've actually swollen up and aren't letting the bushing come out of the body mount. Lots of anti-seize. Ah, shit. Well, I think when I lower it down, the weight will push this in. This is the grill support. That's a much better design than the YJ. Okay, this one right here above the rear tire was really getting to me, but I finally got it in there. Just put a pry bar right here on the body and just pried it up just a little. And it gave me enough room to get it in there. Alright, it's the next day. I had to go eat some dinner last night. I got the driver's side done, so I knock out the passenger side now. Got quite a mess going on in here. I don't know the torque specs, but I'm just gonna tighten them up really good with this short ratchet. I don't want to strip the body bolts out. Or, strip the body mounts out, I guess. Done that before. Alright, the body lift is done. And that's about the condition of the YJ body bushings too. So, move on to the motor mounts now. Alright, it's the next day again. I gotta get this finished. Let's see if I can get these motor mounts in right now. Be done with this. It is hot. It's 92 degrees in the garage. It's 100 and something outside. It's really hot. It is hot. It is hot. On the driver's side, I'm just going to take this entire bracket off of the engine block. That bolt's going to hit the AC lines, it looks like. So these engine bracket bolts look like they're 5/8 or 16 millimeter. And they're on there. Whoa. We're metric. Everything on this is so much different than the YJ, it's crazy. Wow. Okay. Finally got that. Holy crap. Alright, so I'm going to put this one on just like that. I'll keep it loose. Maybe I'll go this way with the bolt this time. I'll be able to get it out, hopefully. Okay. These are getting pretty toasted anyway. Junk. Alright, I got that motor mount lift in. That was very unfun. Whew. Alright, I'm done with the motor mounts. That was kind of a pain in the butt. I didn't really film all that much of it just because it was kind of hard to film anyway, but I think these might be original. They have the Chrysler logo on them, and they are very worn out. So glad to be replacing those regardless. So the driver's side on the LJ was the hard side, which is the opposite of how the YJ was. The passenger side was the hard side on the YJ. But whatever, it's done. So up next, I've got a slip yoke eliminator and a rear drive shaft that I'm going to put in. And my new PCM will be here tomorrow, so I'll get that knocked out too.